Welcome to the We Guard Cleveland podcast with me, your host, Casey Howard. In this podcast, we're going to go over a lot of news that's happened lately. Sorry I couldn't get this to you sooner. I wanted to make sure there were no more updates. So, first of all, I want to start out by saying the Guardians have not brought up James Karinchak yet. They were supposed to. Earlier this week. However, they signed Daniel Norris, so they decided to wait. I still expect them to bring him up in the next couple of weeks. It's just they've not brought him up yet, so they still are planning on bringing him up. It's just it has not happened yet. I'm a little bit. I think they should have brought Karinchak up instead of signing Daniel Norris, but I really don't know about that. I feel like Karinchak has much more potential, so they should develop him more. While Norris is older and he doesn't really have as much long run potential, I feel like he should be getting reps at the big league level instead of Norris. So, but it does sound like James Karinchak is doing good in AAA. He's putting up better numbers. The only thing that has been negative about his time in AAA that we've heard is his velocity has gone down. So instead of throwing 95 to 97 miles per hour, he's throwing more like 92 to 94 miles per hour. His AAA stats are he had an ERA of 2.19 with 23 strikeouts and 6 walks. When he was with the big league club in Cleveland, he had a 3.90 ERA with 38 strikeouts and 19 walks. And if you remember, the original reason the Guardians sent him down to AAA is because of the walks, because he had 1 walk for every 2 strikeouts, which is not a good ratio to have. And now it's a lot better. So let's compare those stats to what Daniel Norris had in AAA and so far with the Guardians. So Daniel Norris had a 5.60 ERA in AAA this year with 48 strikeouts and 26 walks. So really, Norris has been older, but really he's doing just as bad as Karinchak was in the big leagues, but he did that in AAA. So far in the majors, he's only played in 3 games. He has a 0 ERA. But, I feel like Karinchak deserves to be there and get the opportunities that Norris has been getting. And Daniel Norris doesn't actually throw that hard either. His fastball is 89 to 92 miles per hour, which is not good for a major league pitcher. Now we're going to talk about the big news of the week. Is the Guardians traded Amed Rosario to the Los Angeles Dodgers for Noah Syndergard. I would say this is a low-risk, high-reward trade. It helps the Guardians because they can figure out who their long-term shortstop is. It could be Gabriel Arias. That's his baseball rookie card. Or it could be Tyler Freeman. Both of them have been getting reps so far at shortstop since they made that trade, and eventually they will have to get Brian Rockino in the mix as well. Gabriel Arias, he's a really good defensive player. He has a very, very strong arm. That is like a once-in-a-generation type arm. However, he struggles hitting. He's only batting 180 and is not a very good hitter. Tyler Freeman is not a bad fielder. He's a better fielder than Rosario. He's really good on defense. However, his arm is not as strong as Arias is. But that's really the only difference. But also, he is a much better hitter. He's batting a little under 300, while Arias was only batting like 185 to 190. Yeah, and then Brian Rockino, when I said he might get into the mix as well, he's in AAA right now, but he's a top prospect, so the Guardians would like to give him some opportunity there as well. Even though Noah Syndergard has struggled this year, posting a 7.11 ERA with 38 strikeouts and 9 walks, I think the Guardians pitching staff can help him get back to his Cy Young Award form, which he had back in 2019, 2018, 2017. I would give this trade a 5.5 out of 10. It helps us to get rid of Rosario. We had to do that. Noah Syndergaard's a good player to get for Rosario. It's just his numbers this year and him being injured right now. He's rehabbing right now. I feel like I wish we had got a player who wasn't injured, or at least got a little more for him. Like I wish we gave up Amed and got Noah Syndergard and a player to be named later instead of Noah Syndergard and cash. But overall, I don't think this deal is this could help us. Like I said, it's low risk, high reward, but it's not gonna hurt us anyway. It could help us, but the chances of it helping us are low, so I just would say it's a 5.5 out of 10. I couldn't give it any higher or lower than that. Yeah. So now that, because Noah Syndergaard has to start on the 15-day IL, because that's where we got him from the trade, the Guardians have brought up Oscar Gonzalez. So yeah. And then I'm going to go over that in a sec, but I want to give you guys some more information about Noah Syndergard before we go back and talk about that. I really like Noah Syndergard. He was one of my favorite pitchers back in 2018. If the Guardians can turn Syndergard into the pitcher he used to be then, I think it would be a great trade. If not, I would say the Guardians don't make the playoffs this year. I don't think it would be a great trade. So, because I feel like they're getting Syndergard to help them push to the playoffs. So, I feel like he's a bigger piece than people think. So I would say it's a good trade as long as the Guardians make the playoffs. If they don't, that's why I gave it the 5. Another reason I gave it the 5.5, because that would not be a good trade if that happened, if they didn't make the playoffs. Yeah. Because Noah Syndergard is still injured, like I said earlier, I'm coming back to Oscar Gonzalez now. I think that was a good move to bring Oscar up. You guys have been knowing that I want him up for a while. He has a very good power bat. He hasn't really gotten many opportunities to show that in the major leagues, but in the minor leagues he has. So if I'm the Guardians, I start him for a full series as a DH, put Will Brennan in right field, and I want to see if he is capable of doing what we wanted Josh Bell to do coming into the season. He could be, if Oscar Gonzalez is the power bat that will help us down the stretch to get to the playoffs, I think that would be a really good decision for the Guardians to bring him up. Now, I want to do a farewell letter to Amed. We're going to say as a Guardians fan. Dear Amed, thanks for 2.5 years spent with the Guardians. Your hitting was very good and fun to watch. You always put the ball in play whenever we needed it. Sadly, we had to part ways with you. I wish you luck with the Dodgers. I hope the coaching staff there will help you become a better defensive player that our staff was not able to do. You are a very skilled, athletic player, and we hope to see you in the World Series this year. From the Guardians fans. So, before we end this, I just want to go over the Guardians situation right now. They are 1.5 games back in the division. And if we start winning in the series, we could be in first place in the division. So, we're playing the White Sox today, and then we're going to start a new series on Monday. So, I'll be updating you with more news when I get it. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and turn on that notification button. And for now, Casey is out.